What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here. Nintendo recently just had their February 13th Nintendo Direct, and I'm here to recap some of that stuff. So right off the bat, Nintendo introduced us with a brand spanking new trailer for Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U that reveals that Little Mac from Punch-Out will be joining the cast. He seems like a perfect character to introduce to the series, and he'll be donning his boxing gloves and unleashing a flurry of jabs. Little Mac appears to be quick and agile, similar to Fox and Captain Falcon, so he'll be perfect for players who like the quick moves. And also, he'll have a special meter that he'll be able to charge up somehow and unleash a devastating punch. Plus, for his final smash, he turns into like a giant berserk Little Mac, so you can look forward to playing with him once the game's released in 2014. And moving on from there is that Nintendo showcased a new trailer for Mario Kart 8 and revealed that the game will include characters that you won't expect to be in there, and some of those characters include every single one of the Koopalings. So yes, Iggy, Larry, Ludwig, and all those goofballs will be racing down the tracks. And I even made a semi-joke that Nintendo was going to hold off releasing Mario Kart 8 until the very last day of May, and I was actually pretty close because the game is scheduled to release on May 30th. And in other news for the Wii U is that the Virtual Console will finally be getting some Game Boy Advance games. And starting in April, we'll get Metroid Fusion, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, and Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3, and then in the coming months we'll get additional games. And Nintendo is also planning on releasing another iteration of NES Remix very soon called NES Remix 2, and it will feature challenges from later NES games like Kirby's Adventure, Metroid, and Super Mario Bros. 3. And as an added bonus, the game will feature a free game called Super Luigi Bros. That includes all the original Super Mario Bros. Levels, but you'll be playing as Luigi, who's able to jump higher, and you'll be going from right to left. And you'll be able to pick up NES Remix 2 on April 25th for another $14.99. And as for the final piece of Wii U news, that Ubisoft's RPG Child of Light is still heading to the Wii U eShop, and it will be releasing on that platform on April 30th for $14.99. And turning things over to the 3DS side of things is that some brand new details for Yoshi's New Island have been revealed, including a new egg called the Metal Egg Dozer that Yoshi will be able to roll and crush enemies instead of throwing it, and it will also allow you to venture forth underwater. And there will also be a certain star that will allow you to transform into Super Yoshi and soar through the air and also run on walls and ceilings. So I think this game is looking pretty good. You can look forward to playing it on March 14th. And speaking of release dates, is that it's been confirmed that Mario Golf World Tour and Kirby Triple Deluxe will both be releasing on the same exact day, and that day is May 2nd, so get your wallets ready. And in terms of just strictly 3DS eShop games, two brand new games are now available right now, those being Steel Diver Sub Wars and Inazuma 11. Sub Wars is kind of like a sequel to Steel Diver, and it's a strategic first-person shooter where you'll be navigating heavy-duty submarines and blowing other ones to bits. And there's also a multiplayer mode, which is a 4-on-4 sub battle where you'll be able to play locally with your friends or even go online and play with people around the world. Now the interesting part is that Nintendo released a free version of this game that just includes two basic submarines to choose from, the beginning of the single-player mission mode, and even the multiplayer features. But if you want to see what all the game has to offer, you can pick up the premium version for $9.99. And as for that other game I mentioned, Inazuma 11, it's a soccer-themed RPG that is making its first ever North American debut today. So on the RPG side of things, you'll be training your soccer players and also recruiting new players, and then on the flip side, you'll also be playing soccer matches, and you can pick this game up right now for $20. And the eShop goodness doesn't stop there, as Pokemon Battle Trose has been announced to be coming to the eShop on March 20th for $7.99. So if you haven't played the original Pokemon Trose, this is a puzzle game where you match Pokemon to clear them from the board and also collect them. There will be more than 700 different Pokemon for you to collect, and you'll be able to use these Pokemon during the puzzle battles where they'll be able to grow in strength and inflict more damage the more they are used. And the original Pokemon Trose for the DS was pretty fun, so you might want to keep a lookout for this one. And in April, Nintendo will be releasing a free downloadable game called Rusty's Real Deal Baseball that when downloaded will only include a part of one minigame, and then you'll have to buy additional content. It will feature a variety of different baseball style minigames, each for $4 a piece, but the cool and interesting part is that you'll be able to negotiate the prices. If you give Rusty items or listen to his problems, that might improve his mood and motivate him to offer steep discounts on the games, which is a pretty unique way to sell them. And as for the final piece of 3DS news, that the fourth and final game from Guild 01, known as Weapon Shot Deo Masi, will be making its way to the eShop on February 20th for $7.99. It's a nice twist on things where you'll be running a weapon shop inside an RPG, so you'll be forging weapons for heroes to take on their quests. But that will bring us to the end of the recap, and if you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more news videos, video reviews, and That's on Miiverse episodes. Again, the 9th episode of That's on Miiverse will be going up this Friday, which is a day earlier than it usually goes up, so you can stay tuned for that. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!